Hello everyone, TGIF update. So Bitcoin saw a fairly large drop. Obviously I got stopped out of my long position, so this scenario we can now scrap. But we had this exact scenario as a possibility as well. First of all, we got the dip under the 50% retracement level, but price dipped far below that. And if you remember, we had the whole range, and let me hide this, and the 62% to 79% retracement levels actually started playing out here. If you remember, we had an eye on this order block and this order block as low ball orders. So this one got filled and instantly stopped out, and this one, depending on your exchange, you got filled or just missed it by a hair. But basically what we saw happening here is the retest of this bullish order block, and depending on what chart you look at, it may have wicked way under it. For example, my funded trading account broker, I had an order actually here at this order block, and I got wicked out. Also BTC USDT, I think, on Bitcoin also wicked a little further into the order block, but generally it was still holding. So this is the BTC USD chart on Binance, where the order block was fairly well respected. So depending on what pair you took you put your orders on, you are now filled. I'm also in a position on another account. Obviously, like I said, the funded account didn't work out, but so what I would like to see from here is definitely no daily candle closes under the 79% retracement level. That would be my first red flag. And definitely no daily candle closes under this bullish order block here. Let me mark out the levels for you. $24,923.29. Again, this will depend on the exchange you are using and the trading pairs you are trading Bitcoin based on. But you can check this last red candle before the latest leg up. This is basically the order block you want to be looking at. If we see candle closes under the 79% retracement level, and especially under this order block, I think Bitcoin will be done for some time, and this would actually then turn bearish. At this point, it is a steep retracement, but nothing that is unseen of in the market, especially since we measured the move, and it is within our expected retracement area still. And especially since this order block is still being respected, there is still hope. So I think after such a drop, it will be calm for a few days, but then we should see the market pick a further direction sometime next week, hopefully. Let's have a quick look at some altcoins. Ethereum dipped under this pivot low all the way until here. So let's see, we could argue that this is the order block to keep an eye on. This has a fairly small body, so we could prefer this one here. Let me draw out the range for you. Some people include the wicks in the order block, some people don't. I do. and it almost got hit. Again, depending on what chart and what pair you're looking at, probably this order block got tapped, and now price already bounced back up quite nicely, but we will have to see. So usually or often when you have these capitulative moves, you will get a full retest or almost full retest of the wick, if not a further second dip down, just to take out the resting liquidity or all the stop losses of the people who went long now and secured their position already under this wick. Maybe we'll get them see tapped out and then continue, or we will just scare the market that it's going lower and then continue from there. Same for ETH. I mean, this order block is quite large, $1,408. If daily candles start closing under that level, I think Ethereum is also done for a certain time. But generally, Ethereum has been holding up very well with all the shenanigans that Bitcoin is doing, and especially compared to the other altcoins. Atom, so got close to this pivot low here. My alert didn't get triggered. If the bleed continues, still my target interest area is this $5.70 to $6.20. Until that, or until Atom is back above 821, I'm not interested. BNB, yeah, so BNB didn't even have the strength to retest the 261 level, so we can already get rid of this. And but I'm still looking for the same structure building here now. So it did close under these equal lows, which is not exactly a sign of strength. But if we see, yeah, something like this, we could be getting ready for another pump or bearish retest of the $261 level. Or alternatively, we could also be looking at one more low, but with a positive divergence on the RSI. Let me change the color of this to make it a little clear. So yeah, if we see either of these patterns start developing here, I will consider longing BNB, especially if it manages to get back above $220 and then maybe aim at $260 give or take. But I will update again when the time comes. DOT has been also holding up quite okay actually, so almost at the area of interest, $4.20, $4.27. Hasn't gotten quite there yet. I'm personally not that interested in DOT at this moment because I want to see what Bitcoin is doing, and my focus is on Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum, but generally I'm more into FX and stock indices trading these days, since crypto has been very irrational and a low liquidity environment. Doesn't give me much to trade, except like the UNI short we had and some of the other stuff. But generally it's just a pump and dump fest and waiting for the next FUD FOMO move to happen, at least at this point. But that's usually what happens. Everybody gets scared out of the market, everybody gets bored, and then the next move happens. So we are probably looking at something like that. So Link, yeah, definitely did not manage to hold this trend line. And I mentioned this potential scenario in my last stream. So now we have to extend, and unfortunately, probably we are looking at this whole dealing range, full retracement. Again, the 79% retracement level is holding nicely, like Bitcoin and some other alts. So I wouldn't say this this whole move in the market today is bearish, not yet. But again, if stuff starts closing below these order blocks and the 79% retracement level, then maybe there is something to it. But at this point, I just see it as a liquidation event, stop rate, call it whatever you want. It's a capitulation, and we will have to see how the market moves from here. MATIC also not doing so well, so we will have to adjust this. But no matter how you take it, it is under the 79% retracement level. So, and I am or was kind of bullish on MATIC. Not sure where we are heading here. So since we are under the 79% retracement level and started closing under it, so I will assume at this point that the resting liquidity under here will probably get tapped, and then we have some points or pivot lows of interest around here, and then even 30 cents. I mean, 30 cents looks kind of unlikely right now. 50 cents probably, 40 cents, I don't know, maybe a level where I would get interested, or an area. So the 45 to 42 cents area, I may start getting interested. So let me set myself an alert. But generally a little bit disappointed about MATIC's weakness here. On the upside, I would get interested if we, I guess, take out and close above 70 cents again. Then we can start talking about longing the uptrend, and on the downside 42 to 45 cents for potential lows. Again, I'm not keen to try catching any knives in this market, especially now with a little more FUD and also bad macro news coming up. Solana, I did get filled and stopped out of my long, so it was a very tight stop loss, unfortunate. For now, not that interested anymore. I mean, it looks like most of the other stuff, but it did dip way below the order block, so probably limited liquidity was one of the factors that happened. But I will just wait and see. One point of interest definitely is the $25.7 level still. If we start going for this liquidity here and establish some sort of support, we could go back up to $30 or $32 over the medium term, but it has to work out whatever it's gonna do here first. UNI, I posted on Twitter that I took partial profits the other day already. Now my target has hit, even overshot. Nice 70.5% retracement. So in that sense, UNI is still doing better than the rest because of this range. Most of the coins dipped either to 79% or like Solana no, not like Solana, but like MATIC, even under closed under the 79 retracement level. So those coins are weak, but UNI is relatively strong still. But I mean, we don't need, or we shouldn't get fooled by this. This could still trickle down here before any continuation. For now, I'm not gonna look at UNI anymore. I did my trade, and now I will let the price action develop a little further before I try to take any new position. Lastly, XRP. So yeah, if this was your setup, and it was one of my setups on one of my portfolios, I got stopped out. Very unfortunate, but at the same time I had still low ball orders in here, so I'm already back in long. And again, depending on the exchange and the pair you're looking at, you will have wicks, varying wicks. But so this even wicked under the consolidation before the breakout. So everyone should be flushed out now. So if XRP is going to make any moves back up, it is from here. It closed under the 79 retracement, 79% retracement level. So definitely not something I wanted to see. But if you remember this long-term trend line, I even mentioned that there is a possibility that price will wick under this before continuation. I didn't believe it will happen anymore. I still don't think we will dip any further, but this was already a good enough flush. We got the 43 cents or 42 cents level retested here, the middle of the previous accumulation range, and now we have to get back out of this channel. So we have to definitely get back above 56 cents. Otherwise, this consolidation will go on. I don't want to say forever, but XRP is notoriously known for its long, gruesome accumulations, and there were some not so positive developments with the SEC case, if you're following up on that. So we will have to see how that develops, and then depending on the result there, I will either get my liquidity out of XRP and just wait for it to do its thing, or I will just hold and wait for a bit. Alright, that's it for this week, and see you again next time.